Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back. So we have a Southland Archery Supply bow quiver, which is for compound bows, recurve bows, and should fit a lot of different crossbows, or possibly all, who knows. It kind of, I guess, varies upon your crossbow and where things can mount, if it's going to work out or not for that. But in the Amazon ad, it says hunting crossbow, lightweight, steel body, 4-arrow, quick release quiver. In this case, it's in camo. Now there's a video on there, and of course there's also some separate pictures that show it on a compound bow as well as on a crossbow. I wanted a quiver for my recurve bow, mainly because going hunting in the fall, I won't be able to use my backpack quiver with having like a heavier jacket on plus the vest. It's a little inconvenient, right? And I figure, well, how many arrows do I need for turkey shooting anyways? So I talked to a buddy of mine who's also a hunter, and he says, well, minimum 2, but kind of whatever you want to bring, really, depends on how much you think you might miss, right? It's like, well, we're hoping not to miss even on the first shot. So figure, you know what? I got a 6-arrow quiver for my compound bow. That'll be great for deer hunting, having the 6 there. But I figure, well, for turkey, I mean, you're getting pretty close to a turkey anyways compared to a deer. So, I mean, what are the chances I'm going to even miss? I do need a lot more practice between now and October, and I'm getting better and better all the time. And I'm still waiting for my arrows to come in that I have to use with my bow with 40-pound limbs, because 700 spine arrows are actually too small and too light, I guess, or too weak or something. I'm still learning a little bit about arrow spines, but the 500s are what you need for 40-pound draw, and I've got 40-pound limbs for this bow as well as 20s. So anyways, I just threw a couple of 500s in here and a couple other arrows just to show you, how it's set up. Now you can do some adjustments on this as far as maybe changing your height up or down. You can actually adjust that. There's some screws here. You can loosen off the bracket, slide it up and down a bit. You can also move the bottom end as well, either closer in or further apart. The top, though, is fixed and it's screwed in the top. But this part here will slide, and so will this if need be. But I figure, well, we don't need to assemble the whole bow for this anyways. There's no point. We're talking about the quiver. And I've been looking at a lot of different quivers on Amazon, and some of them had some very interesting reviews, like, it doesn't lock up properly, or it's a pain in the butt to deal with the release system, all kinds of things. And then I came across this one, and this has got 68 ratings on it. And one of the complaints I heard about this was how tight the arrows fit. Now, you want your arrows to be tight in there because you don't want them to slide out and injure yourself or somebody else. So you need them in there snugly. But I don't find that it's a pain to get them, in and out. It's actually rather easy without any problem. And by the way, you do have a foam in here, which I have not yet punctured. I am actually waiting to puncture holes in there once I get my new arrows that are going to be for hunting, because they're going to have broadheads, and I want to make sure that's what I puncture the foam with, so that everything is lined up. But either way, things do line up really well here either way. So, but I wanted to just go over a quick review on this, and just to tell you what I think about it. And it also has metal rails too. A lot of them only have plastic rails. And some of these quivers cost way more. This was only, what was it, $47 and change here? Yeah, it was $47.12 Canadian, plus tax, obviously, free shipping. And it seems to be very quality built. The foam is really nice in there. It's like a really stiff foam. It's not like a sponge or anything. It's quality, okay? They really did a wonderful job on this, and being able to fit 2 sizes of arrows too. So if I wanted to use this for target practice with my 20-pound limbs, the holes will support my 700 spined arrows down below. So you've got 2 sizes, which is nice. So you can't really go wrong. As far as the whole locking system goes, it's like a latch system. You just pull up on the latch, and it does lock very securely, by the way. And just lift it up, and that's it. 2 screws. It comes with the 2 screws. It comes with 2 different Allen keys for adjusting everything between this and attaching this. It's all there, you know, and then you just simply push and pop that down in place, and it's secure. Like, it doesn't wiggle, wobble, nothing. Like I heard about a lot of these other quivers that cost the same money and more. And I didn't want to get too cheap of a quiver either. You know, I mean, we're talking hunting gear here. You need something that's going to have some durability. And of course, without going in and looking at a lot of videos on this thing, it's kind of like, well, you know what? The majority of people really love this thing, and it seems to be really good. So I'm going to give this a shot, and then I can develop my own opinion that is not based on watching other people's videos either. I just watched the one from the company, and that was it. And it's like, okay, so I'll give it a shot. Worst possible case, I get a lemon, and I send it back, and I find something different. In this case, fantastic product, well worth the $47. And it has a similar lockup system to the quiver that is actually on my compound bow, which I really like too. I love the latch lock system. It's a lot more secure than, you know, like a couple of prongs or some other very hard to deal with locking system. So I really appreciate this. Anyways, time, of course, always tells all stories. So we're going to do an update review, obviously, as time goes by. We'll let you know, if these things start to get really loose or not, or if they stay really snug like they are now. But, you know, I don't find any issue. Like, that is not hard to push that in. So I don't know what a couple people were talking about as far as, it's hard to get the arrow in. I don't find that it is, you know, I mean, but maybe a few people got a stiffer one. I have no idea. But this one is nice, and, you know, it's not going to move your arrow. Your arrow is not going to fall out of here. It's going to be fine. So I wouldn't worry about it, to be honest. Anyways, I think that I would go with the general rating of 4 stars out of 5 without any problem whatsoever initially. But like I said, we will see how this goes. I will give you an update probably somewhere closer to probably pre-Christmas, I guess. October is turkey hunting season when that starts, and so I'm going to be taking my recurve for this for turkey hunting, because that's what I want to do anyways. With this bow, I've got my other bow set up at 50 pounds, so this way, well, keep in mind too, first time ever hunting in my life, and I gotta, you know, do a lot of studying on how to field dress an animal, etc. And I'm going to have some help, obviously. I'm going with some other fellow hunters. So I'll have some guidance and help along the way. But at the same time, if I can do this, then fantastic. Then I'll head into deer, okay? Because I have eaten deer before, and I really like it. So, you know, never had wild turkey though. But we'll see how it tastes. My wife is kind of like, I don't know about this, you know, because, you know, I mean, when you get used to eating stuff like, you know, beef and sausages and stuff from the friggin' grocery store, I mean, there's no gamey taste there, you know what I mean? And I don't even know what gamey taste technically is in my books, because, I mean, when I ate deer, it just tasted like meat to me. It tasted perfectly fine. I didn't find it, you know, gross in any way or anything like that. I actually quite enjoyed it. So, but we'll see. Anyways, so that's how we're going about this. Like I said, for now, I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5 with a recommendation to get it. I think that, you know, any of us would be pretty happy. And, you know, it does only hold 4 arrows. Just keep that in mind. It is only 4, but it does support two shaft diameter sizes either way. So your bigger diameters, of course, obviously are going to go on the top, and smaller onto the bottom hole slots. And that's pretty much about the gist of things on this one. Anyways, thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and there's a bit of a good close-up for you of that. Oh yeah, there's no instructions either. It's pretty idiot-proof 2 screws, you kind of got to know where they go. I mean, it's really not difficult. So there are no installation instructions. It's a bracket with 2 screws, and pop this on and just place it in the direction that you need. I would recommend the way I have it, where the switch actually will fold down and out of your way so that you can lift the quiver up, and it has the stopper on the bottom so it's not going to drop down on you. There's no problem there at all. Slide her back on there, and that's it. It's that easy. Anyways, see you on the next one. Ciao.